Graduation ceremony. Due to security reasons, you are requested not to leave the auditorium before the end of the proceedings. Please note that photos and videos must be taken from your seats. Please do not get up and walk around inside the auditorium. As soon as the procession leaves the auditorium, you are requested to rise and remain standing until the procession and guests of honor have left the auditorium. A kind yet important request. Please only applaud after the student's name has been read out, and only applaud until the student has been capped, in order to give other graduates the opportunity to have an audible readout of their names. Please also note that no whistles are allowed for applause, only clapping of hands and ululating. You are cordially invited to enjoy refreshments in the foyer after the ceremony. A final request. If you have a cell phone in your possession, please switch it off or put it on silent. Ladies and gentlemen, the procession will now enter the auditorium. You are requested to rise and remain standing until the members of the procession have taken their seats.
Sanibonani, Dumelang, Henda. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I also would like to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Nechilema, who actually taught my father 65 years ago. And Miss Nechilema, who taught me 37 years ago. By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now constitute this meeting as a lawful congregation of the University of Johannesburg. Krachtens die bevoegd hieraan mij toevertrouw, verklaar ik nou hierdie vergadering as 'n wettige congregatie van die Universiteit van Johannesburg. Please be seated.
morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you agree that that performance deserves another round of applause. Thank you. Chancellor, Executive Dean, Prof. Amanda Dempsey from the Faculty of Economic and Financial Sciences, members of Senate and other academics, graduates and their guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Council and the Executive Management and the staff of the University of Johannesburg, it gives me great pleasure to welcome our University of Johannesburg graduates and their guests to this graduation ceremony. 2015 was a watershed year for higher education, as is 2016 proving to be. Student activism has prompted universities and the state to re-examine matters as wide-ranging as the affordability of higher education, the Africanization and transformation of our universities, and the fairness of the wage paid to outsourced staff. These are all critical matters and are receiving the full and comprehensive attention of the state and of our universities. However, the destruction of university property, such as the torching of the university's main auditorium, are rejected with contempt, will be resisted, and those responsible must be found and face the full consequence of the laws and rules of our land and of the university. We are extremely proud of our academics, our professional and support staff, and our students who, amidst this turmoil caused by the fees must fall movement towards the end of last year, demonstrated extraordinary professionalism, dedication and resolve, resulting in a new high in our undergraduate completion rates of 85.4%. As a consequence of these remarkable efforts, our graduates can proudly walk the stage today. At UJ, we continue to welcome students from all classes and backgrounds to uplift those who have struggled and to make a major contribution to creating a more just, equitable, and fair South Africa. Commitment to making excellent educational resources available to a diverse body of students is a proud cornerstone of the strategy of the university. The university recognizes that many potential and current students cannot afford university fees and will thus continue with the support that we provide for our students through inter alia, the top-up to the NSFAS, that is the National Student Financial Aid Scheme. We also provide support to 3,500 students as part of our feeding scheme for our students, and we are proud to announce that to date this year, and in support of our missing middle students, those are the students who can't afford tuition fees, but are not, they are too poor to afford the tuition fees, and they also are not eligible for loans. For these missing middle students, we have so far this year raised 59 million by the university and also in partnership with our sponsors. Your choice of UJ was a wise one because at UJ our research endeavors are infused with excellence. Our staff and students now collaborate with many of the world's top 100 universities because the university is the only African member of the prestigious Universitas 21 group of research-intensive universities. Furthermore, as affirmation of UJ's now strong research tradition, the National Research Foundation, that's the NRF, awarded the university last year 5 new research chairs, the maximum that could be awarded, and these new research chairs are all held by UJ's stellar women academics. At UJ, our teaching philosophy and practice is infused with excellence. Now, approximately 50,000 students come from all corners of South Africa, and close to 3,000 are international students from more than 80 countries. and we aim to increase this number of international students to 5,000 by 2020. Our overall annual graduate output is now in excess of 12,300 graduates per year, and 93% of our students obtain employment within 12 months of graduation, signaling, of course, the significant value of our qualifications to South African and international employers. All of these achievements are the results of the considerable effort and innovation from UJ staff members and the diligence and commitment of our students. At UJ, the student experience is infused with a level of excellence few institutions can match. This is evident in the overall UJ student experience through arts and culture offerings and in the sporting arena where UJ continues to excel. An important focus in 2016 and beyond will be to elevate the transformation agenda of UJ to the next level. Building on our many accomplishments in this regard, we will develop and implement plans to address critical themes within the Africanization and decolonization of the university and knowledge. Allow me now to extend my special congratulations to all our graduates. As new graduates, you are now part of an elite graduate population in South Africa, and you have obtained your qualifications in a higher education environment that mirrors the democratic ideals of South Africa. As you scale the heights of your selected careers, remember that not everyone in our society is as privileged as you are. You should feel compelled to do what you can, whenever you can, to make positive contributions to society as responsible corporate citizens and future leaders. For as Nelson Mandela put it, what counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It's what difference we have made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead. And while this is your achievement, you should always remember the sacrifices others had made to ensure that you are here today. For each one of you, this would not have been possible without the support and encouragement of your loved ones and sponsors, many of whom sit proudly in our audience here today. We also thank our UJ staff who guided you on this journey in these defining years of your lives. And finally, we welcome you as new members of the global UJ alumni community. As UJ alumni, you join a worldwide body of professionals who have gone before you, many of whom are leaders in their fields, and to retain an extremely close and valuable relationship with their alma mater. I therefore encourage you to join the UJ Alumni Network and become an active member of the university's convocation. By staying actively engaged with your alma mater, you can make a real contribution, financially or otherwise, to our academic project and to those who will be coming after you. At UJ, everything we do is infused with excellence. I thank you. Kia liboga, kia bonga, baie dankie. Thank you. Chancellor, I now request the Executive Dean to introduce to you the candidates who complied with all the requirements for their respective qualifications.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I will now confer and award the respective qualifications on the candidates introduced to me by the Executive Dean and to the candidates who are absent but who have complied with all of the requirements for the qualifications.
Chancellor, I'm honoured to request you to confer the degree Baccalaureus Commercie Accounting on the following candidates. Muhammad Bana. Alan Brown. Neliswa Bushelu. Simamisa Butelezi. Mbusu Dlatla. Mzwati Dlamini. Nonkululeko Gina. Helman Guada. Musa Shlungwani. Seruyan Iderjeet. Nasifa Ismail. Fahim Ismail. Celeste Jacobs. Pumzile Linguate. Tatu Mabale. Njabulu Mabasu. Siyasanga Mafuna. Gugu Mahane. Joseph Mashlangu. Nugani Maimela. Ntabising Makhoba. Andile Makuani. Priscilla Makubetsi. Teting Malashlela. Andisani Mancha. Freddy Maposa. Balungile Mangwa Shalala. Tebohu Mashia Chidi. Nonsipu Masina. Ntukozu Masina. Lesedi Masisi. Mpaki Masweyu. Promise Matabani. Carrington Marta. Kaylin Mawa. Siyabonga Masibuku. Sebensile Mbuli. Benita Mshlanga. Sipesishle Mlangeni. Selitsi Mbadi. Tatu Mufeking. Wiseman Mokhobi. Mashala Mulautsi. Ntama Moletsani. Boitumelu Mulotu. Darlene Munsami. Karabu Museki. Muketi Mutau. Matapelu Mutepi. Zola Motsa. Tabo Motsitsi. Matebogo Mpaslele. Kanyesile Mpofu. Tubili Mchali. Jemina Mudau. Mpo Mulubu. Tafatswa Musikiwa. Siyabonga Msimela. Kaitumetsi Nare. Luna Ndimande. Nolan Ndau. Umbudzeni Nalwalani. Libuwani Maz. No, can I just have silence while I read the name, please? Libuwani Nemetswerani. Mashudu Nesingani. Lungile Neves. Eddie Nkosi. Amanda Nonyani. Miyalani Nchani. Sakile Nyati. Siabonga Nyembe. Morukwane Pushoku. Tehufatsu Pitsi. Tabang Siashala. Treasure Siketi. Tabelu Selepi. Sepelile Semilani. Hera Sitole. Klulisiwe Soku. Ulona Sutondoshi. Leven Tavarima. Shepu Taha. Pieter van Heerden. Dalton Webster. Vuzi Swane. Thank you.
Let us give them another round of applause. At the closing of this ceremony, Let me also express warm words of congratulations to our graduates. Yours is a truly outstanding and landmark achievement for you personally, your family and friends, your community, and for all of us here at UJ, South Africa, and beyond. As we all celebrate our graduates remind us that achievement, victory, and celebration are the results of effort, struggle, and endurance, a matter which our nation and our world should draw great inspiration from. And having reached the summit of the mountain, one only realizes, as President Nelson Mandela reminds us, that there are even more mountains and valleys ahead. So as you go forward, I encourage you to draw generously upon this moment of extraordinary achievement. Our hope is that the time and energy that you, your families, the university, and the state have invested in your education will now see you continue to grow professionally, intellectually, and as committed and respected citizens of your nation and the wider global community with integrity, good faith, good intentions, honor, and humility. And for you to share these values generously with those that you interact with. Let us next turn to express words of gratitude to parents, families, spouses, partners, and friends for their support, motivation, and love during your studies. And many of them are here today. I think we should give them a round of applause. And let's also thank our academics, great teachers, and fine scholars who have made this possible. And some of them are sitting right in front of you, and I think you should give them a round of applause. Graduates, we hope to see you again in furthering with your studies and as active alumni. Armed with your UJ qualification, go on and change the world to one that turns on its head Mahatma Gandhi's assessment of the 20th century to one characterized by commerce with morality, politics with principles, wealth with work, knowledge with character, science with humanity, earth use with reverence, religion with sacrifice, and pleasure with conscience. I thank you. Riaribuwa baya danki ngiyabonga. You are now requested to stand for the singing of the national anthem, the words of which can be found on the last page of the program.
South Africa.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now dissolve this congregation of the University of Johannesburg.